welcome back.
Hey, welcome to April 22q Awareness.
We are excited to be with you today. We are going to start off with a couple of big events coming up, the biggest ones of the year. So first is the zoo, 22q at the zoo, and we have an international list of countries that are involved in this. We're going to show you that list. So just excited about all the countries that are involved. Some places are having, even I saw roller skating, going to the park, different ways to get involved on the 22nd. It's going to be on May 19th though. So it's kind of a little different, but that's because it's a Sunday and it's a great day for you to get out with your family and join and get the awareness out. But I want you to send us any videos that you take of it so we can include it in next month. So we're going to put our email address down at the bottom. So please send that to us so we can include all the exciting things that you're doing. You can pre-order your shirts right now. They are not being sent out till May 1st though. So we want you to get out and do that. And we'll have how to do that at the bottom. All right. And the next event
is the the third annual virtual run, walk, ride for 22q. That's going to be, there still have the registration is still open for that. However, it is now too late that you cannot get the t-shirt.
Aww.
So unless you're actually in the area, I'm looking at the post here. I had seen something in an email, but I don't see it. No longer unless you are local to Erie, Colorado. If you're local to Erie, Colorado, you can still get the shirts. Otherwise, you cannot. However, they will still provide the medals for the people who complete their race and stuff.
Yay.
So the registration for that is open until April 29th.
So you're running out of time. That's just next week.
7 days away. 1 week away.
Yes.
1 week to it. Also going to map it. They're trying to fill up every state. Get participants from every state.
Ooh, we're short a few states.
So there's a few states, and I'm going to post that on here, and you'll see the one here that are in the gray are the ones that are not filled yet.
Yes.
So they're trying to get them. Some of them are like Oregon, Nevada, Wyoming, North Dakota, Kansas, and so forth.
Yeah, so we're going to get somebody from every state involved.
So would love to get you to get involved with that virtual run/walk/ride.
Yes.
No matter what it is that you do. We'll also give you a link to that information as far as you can find out everything that you need to know about it.
Right. So exciting. We're so glad that you could join us this month. And so at the end of this video, we have a little clip for educators because next month is Teacher Appreciation Week. And, you know, we're former teachers. And we love teachers and we love education. So this little clip that we're going to give you, please share that with other educators. And there'll be some links down below for you to send to them for some other resources. We're so excited to meet with you each month and have a great month this month.
And we will see you next month.
Bye. So we're just going to start, and we know that awareness is the key. So that's the reason we're doing this video this month. This video is really targeted toward educators. And so we just want to let you know you can share this with other educators that you know out there that are having students inside the classroom that are having trouble. And this may help them see what's going on and give them some tips. So what is 22q 11.2? It is the second most common genetic disorder. And it is either they have a small piece of the 22nd chromosome missing or it is duplicated. So we'll start with the deletion. It's the most common one that is known about. So it's a disorder caused by a small missing piece of the 22nd chromosome. This tiny missing portion of the chromosome 22 can affect every system in the human body. 22q can be the cause of nearly 200 mild to serious health and developmental issues in children. It is oftentimes not diagnosed or recognized as the cause of a child's health and or development issues for years. It is believed to be the second most common genetic disorder behind Down syndrome, yet most have never heard of it. That's why we're pushing this campaign, because each person diagnosed with 22q presents a unique set of possible 180 plus symptoms. It is difficult even for the best doctors to recognize. Many times, this scattered collection of issues impedes the proper diagnosis for years. This knowledge has yet to catch up with the general public or healthcare professionals. This leads many to believe that the 1 in 2,000 to 4,000 estimated number of children born each year with 22q is likely a gross underestimate of the actual numbers. You may be surprised to learn that the issues most commonly linked to 22q are among some of the most commonly recognized health issues for newborns. and children worldwide. This list includes, but is not limited to, the following: growth delays, feeding problems, congenital heart disease, gastrointestinal difficulties, serious breathing concerns, cleft and craniofacial issues, calcium deficiencies, immune deficiencies, kidney problems, and skeletal anomalies. This list also includes the possibility of speech, developmental, and cognitive delays, as well as ADHD, autism, and many anxiety type disorders. Early diagnosis of 22q deletion syndrome is the key to properly addressing all 180 issues which can be associated with the disorder. Despite the prevalence of 22q11.2, many physicians are still not familiar with the diagnosis or its extreme variability. Because of this, a family may search for years for an explanation for a child's problems, as well as for meaningful help. Sometimes patients are in their late teens or even adulthood when the diagnosis is made, and many people never properly get diagnosed at all. So then the duplication, a lot of those same things are highlighted in that, but it is about half as common as 22q 11.2 deletion. It's about 1 in 4,000 newborns, and it's caused by the extra piece of genetic material on the 22nd chromosome. And in most cases, that extra genetic material contains about 40 genes. Attention is brought to light most of the time because someone they thought might have 22q11.2 deletion syndrome comes in, but because they are big or small, because they have a heart defect or a palliative abnormality, or because they have developmental or behavioral differences, or because a relative has it. About 70% of individuals with duplication inherit it from one of their parents. In other cases, the duplication is not inherited, and it occurs as a random event during the formation of the child. Any person with the duplication has a 50% chance of having a child with the same duplication. And in duplication, it's associated with autism disorder. And about 14 to 25% of children that have duplication have autism. But that is the true rate of autism may not even be known because a lot of students, children, or adults with 22q11.2 duplication have not been properly diagnosed. But as educators, we always want to know, like, what are their strengths? What is great about them? And so this is a list of some of the great strengths that they have: simple, focused attention, rote verbal learning and memory, ability to remember well encoded information, spelling and grammar, computer skills, word processing speed, kinesthetic ability, such as dancing or karate. However low, muscle tone is common. Rhythm and musical talent and willingness to learn. And along with that, we know that there are some challenges. So some of those difficulties for these same students: language, both receptive and expressive, visual, spatial skills, and memory, nonverbal processing, abstract reasoning, fine and gross motor skills, executive and adaptive functioning, social and emotional functioning, including high levels of anxiety, complex verbal memory, working and encoding memory, and reading comprehension. So just so you kind of think about how that goes, there are some things to we want to know about these students. So I'm going to show you our why first. Here's our why. So this is our grandson, Elijah. And he did not find out that he had 22q duplication until he was 11 years old. He'd been a mini specialist. He had a growth problem where he wasn't growing at the correct rate, and he had an eating disorder. He just wanted to eat everything in sight, and just a lot of learning disabilities. And so finally at 11, it was found out that he had 22q 11.2 duplication. And he is the reason that we do these videos each month. We love him, and we want to make sure that everyone knows about this. So some other factors to know for educators: most children, 90% of them with the deletion, have some degree of developmental disability, and it is a lot of their speech and language development that is most commonly affected. In formalized testing, most students, school-age students, will have a full-scale IQ in the category of borderline intellectual disability of an IQ of 78 to 85. Duplication, again, has one of the highest rates of autism, any other genetic disorder. So we're going to share some links below for some resources for educators that you can share with them to help get this out and help them have some tools to use inside the classroom. Just want to thank everyone for joining us this month and continue to spread the word about 2211.2 so that everyone knows what it is and can get out there. Thank you so much for joining us this month.